Hello, I am 18, I'm asexual, and I don't masturbate, and that is okay. I am weirdly nervous to make this video, and I shouldn't be. It's not something that anybody should be ashamed to talk about, or ashamed that they do, or anything like that. So, as I said, I identify as asexual, aromantic, and today I want to talk a little bit about my experiences with masturbation as a concept, or I don't know if that's really the right way to put it, but I've got some notes and today we are just gonna talk because it is important. Back in 2014, I was having a sleepover with two of my friends. It was one of those typical deep conversation times, and the conversation moved on to masturbation. I was not super into any of the deep conversation anyway because I wasn't really feeling great. I just kind of wanted to sleep. But the conversation moved on to masturbation, and both of my friends said they were kind of introduced to masturbation from a young age, whatever that may be, I don't know. And I didn't really input anything to the conversation, which obviously, when I look back, makes total sense for me. But this was before I even knew asexuality existed. This was at least a full year before I even realised I was asexual. I had just turned 15 by a week or so, and I've always been very disconnected from the idea of sex and masturbation, but I kind of just assumed everybody my age was that way. In the same way that people just assume that you're straight unless you've said otherwise, I just kind of assumed no one else really thought about masturbation at 14, 15 years old. I don't know how right I am. That was just the impression that I had. I feel like there's no reason for that to have been what I assumed, and I feel, again, that says a lot about me, that I just kind of assumed that everyone else didn't think about masturbation or didn't think about sex or any of that shit. Just didn't. Why would anyone else? I don't. You know, like, I didn't think about it. It wasn't something that occurred to me, so I didn't think any more into it. I knew what masturbation was. I can't remember when I found out what masturbation was, but it's never something that appealed to me or that I wanted to do or anything like that. It was just something that, again, I was pretty disassociated with. Didn't think about it, didn't exist in my life, and it never has existed in my life. It's always just been a concept. It's never been a thing that is part of my routine. I don't know if I could say that. I don't know how it works. Ah! Oh, making this video is so fucking weird. 2014 Emmy did not think that she would be talking about masturbation on YouTube 4 years on, but hey, here we are. Another important point for me, I don't feel like I know my body the way that I should. And this is quite a big thing for me. I feel like I've never experimented. Excuse the fact that I'm just using air quotes. I don't know how to phrase a lot of this stuff, and I want to make it clear what I am phrasing as my own opinion and what I am saying, if that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. Hannah Witten, who A, is a blessing to this earth, and B, has a wonderful YouTube channel in which she is very sex positive, talks a lot about masturbation and sex and why it's important to learn about your body. She wrote a wonderful book called Doing It. I highly recommend it. I'm going to put a link to it on Amazon in the description, but she's very sex positive, and I occasionally watch her videos and I'm like, everyone else does that and I don't. What? I'm so disconnected, so disconnected. Basically, I just don't feel like I know enough, and that makes me feel very weird, but I'm okay not knowing enough. And if I don't want to kind of experiment with masturbation, then there's no reason that I should. I should do what I am comfortable with, and for me, that is not masturbating. Importantly, these are all my experiences with masturbation and the concept of masturbation. Much like anything else on my channel, these are my opinions and they should not be going as gospel for anyone else. Everybody is individual. Just because I am asexual, aromantic, and don't masturbate, that does not mean that other people don't. Masturbation's never been a part of my life. It's never been something I felt like I've wanted to do. I've never experienced any pleasure from it. I don't masturbate, and that's okay. If you masturbate, that is also okay, because you're you, and it doesn't matter what the fuck anybody else thinks. where it seemingly is a part of everybody else's life, it's not for me, and that's okay. But yes, I don't masturbate, and that's okay. That's all I have to say, pretty much. Let me know your thoughts about anything that I've said in this video, because I think it's a really interesting discussion, and if something else comes up that I haven't thought of in the comments, then I might make another video on this, because it is important. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I will see you in my next video, which is a wine mum with one of my favourite people ever, and that's gonna be out at some point next week. Anyway, I will see you soon. Right, okay, bye. I don't know how to go and turn off the camera because it's behind me and I'm filming in a mirror, so alrighty, bye. Oh heck, that was zoomed in.